Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I surely appreciate y'all. So it is September and that's my birthday month. So all the September babies, yay, happy birthday. Whether it's today, tomorrow, or somewhere during the month. If you are a true Virgo, you're going to be celebrating all month. Well, anyway, I am super excited. I actually got my first subscriber that was not a family member. And I wanted to do my happy dance. My initial thing was to go outside and get up on the picnic table and dance, but I am not trying to fall off that picnic table. As the woman said, ain't nobody got time for that. Anywho, welcome back. So how did our week go? We had a very exciting week. So we had one more issue from our RV whole electrical thing that was going on. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, but I don't want you guys to be like, every time I turn that child's channel on, she got some RV problem. It's something or another. So I am not trying to be that girl. But RV life, there usually is something going on. This time what we needed a new battery. So our house batteries. So we have two of the, what kind of batteries? The AGM, so I guess glass batteries. So I really want lithium batteries, but I can't afford it. So we got two of the glass batteries, and our lights were getting dim. So the lights would dim out, and when our repair guy, David, was out here, after he fixed the converter, he saw that the battery still wasn't charging. So we had to go out and buy batteries. So mind you, we had two. So we went to, and I wanted to get the same kind that we already have. Eventually, I want to be able to get, what is this, lithium batteries or whatever the batteries that make solar power goes. As you can see, this is totally unscripted channel. Sometimes I cannot think of the names of things. As my doctor says, it's a little thing called a birthday. And I got one coming up this month. Yay! I already said that, but I'm super excited about that. Anywho, and as you can see, I'm all over the place, back off track. So let me get back on track. So anyway, so the first one we went to, the young lady's like, oh yeah, both of the batteries are dead. You need two new batteries. So I was like, okay. So those batteries are like $400 or $500 a piece. So I was like $1,000. And guess what? Good Sam's doesn't cover that. So I was like, ooh, I am not trying to pay out no $1,000 right now, because girl gotta eat. So anywho, I said, let's go get a second opinion. So we went down the street and went to the next auto parts store. And this time we got smart. We had the guy come out to the truck instead of carrying the two batteries in. So he came out, he tested them. He's like, oh yeah, they're bad. So let me show you what I have in here. So of course we went back in the store, and again, you're talking $1,000 plus for these two batteries. And they didn't have our exact battery. We would have to go, I think the closest place was about 60 miles away that had them in stock. So I was like, again, girl got to eat. I can't.
One's bad. This one's bad too.
All right. Batteries are definitely bad, and they don't have any in stock. So we need to go somewhere that has it in stock. Oh, got it. So we drove about a mile down the road to the next auto parts shop. Oh my God, there's an accident. I hope everybody's fine. Anyway, we went down to get a second opinion.
This one is not good. Same thing. Both are bad.
Guys, we went with a one. You better move that way so it's not touching anything. We went with a one, it wasn't Duracell, but what kind was it? It wasn't Duracell. One Die Hard, which is more power, almost as much power as our two. And it was less expensive. So we eventually want to upgrade to the lithium batteries anyway. So we figure for now, this one shall do us. And we hardly ever boondock. We are shore power people. More glampers than boondockers. So my husband's gonna try to install it. Everybody, oh, he's not gonna try, he's gonna do it. Everybody pause for a moment of prayer. Lord, help a brother out. take care of my husband. In Jesus' name. Amen. See, this one is, well, let me get out of the way. I should go. Oh. You see? You got two red ones. Is that supposed to be right?
Yeah, that's black and this is negative. See that negative sign on it?
Oh, does that say positive on that one?
Yes, it does.
Oh, well, why is it shocking
Because
at
it's
you?
hot.
Oh.
Because the battery's hot.
Oh.
Okay.
Now, see, can you close it? Oh, now you're going to touch it with that. Lord, help my husband. In Jesus' name.
Oh, I should have left that down. That's okay.
You're going to have to do that. It's not going to go any other way.
That's okay. This I don't even touch it. I'm just going to put these down here like this. Let's go over here. That's that.
And so he has all these. What are you looking for? These cords here? Which ones? You see how we got all these bungee cords? Because he refuses to buy a new battery box.
You don't need no new battery box. Just need a cord, something to tie it down with.
Okay, I'll let him do him. The cord is frayed. He had more problem putting the cord on than he had the battery. Oh, you know what? Because you didn't turn that battery switch off. That's what happened.
That's okay. That's fine. You got it on now.
Oh, yes. Wait. Ugh. You gonna do something to this side? You gonna put that cord on this side too? I'm gonna go inside and see if it's running at all. No, but the battery still should be showing, right? You didn't turn the battery.
Go ahead.
Oh, all right. Actually, I should be able to pick my let me see if it's picking it up. Well, I already see the outside lights are on. I can see already the outside lights are on. You heard me? I can see the on and lights are on.
Okay.
We got the batteries replaced. My husband put it in, and it works fine. So it does what we needed to do and is serving our purpose right now. So, but if I had to do it differently, and you don't know what you don't know. So when we bought the coach, and I actually told the guy, hey, I want to be able to boondock and be able to run our microwave. And I said air conditioner, but he said, oh, you're not going to be able to run the air conditioner, but the microwave. So that's what I thought we had, but it doesn't not run the microwave. Those two batteries and the solar package doesn't run the microwave. So had I known going into the RV life, I would have gotten my solar system from the beginning and not have to add it on. So that was a lesson learned. So if you are considering, if you're going to be doing any type of boondocking, or you want to, I guess, have your rig ready, I would say when you're buying it, if you can afford it, I would get everything that you think you want or you think you're going to need up front and not do like add-ons. So because now we're running into the problem of weight, because we already have a lot of stuff in the RV and we want to make sure that we are keeping it within our weight limit. Now, mind you, our house that we moved from was 4,500 square feet and our RV is 36 square feet. So we really had to downsize, and we do have a storage unit. We started out with I think 20 by 30, but now we're down to, I want to say 8 by 10. So we're getting rid of stuff, and we've gotten rid of stuff and given away a lot of stuff, but we still have to be very cognizant of what we put in the RV. So and then if we put the solar panels on the roof, that's going to count towards our weight. So, but again, I mean, we didn't know. when we first started out, we didn't know. So again, you don't know what you don't know, but that's what I learned. My takeaway from this is that do your homework, research, and kind of think about what you want to be doing and what type of traveling you're going to be doing and what you want to accomplish, and try to incorporate that into your RV. There's no perfect RV. You're going to have to give something up in order to get other stuff, because the one thing that was a definitely non-negotiable for us was washer dryer. We had to have a washer and dryer, and it was hard. We have a travel trailer, so it was hard to find a travel trailer that had a washer dryer hookup 5 years ago. But we got a Rockwood 2021 BS. Yeah, so, but we needed that washer and dryer because my husband's, he's a saxophone player, and he's always like changing his outfits and different costumes depending on where he's performing at, and he's a professional saxophone player, so we needed to be able to wash those clothes and get it done. So, and that washer and dryer, it's a lifesaver. And let me tell you, and my husband was like, oh, we can just go to the laundromat, and I was like, no. When we grew up, my grandmama always made us go to the laundromat. It was not fun, and I always said, when I get grown, I'm never going to the washing machine or the laundromat again. I'm gonna buy me a washing dryer at my house. And it's funny, the stuff that when you're younger that you coveted. So that was our thing, because we always had to go. And there's 4 of us, so plus my grandmother and my mother, so 6 of us. So that was a lot of laundry that had to be done. So that was the one thing we'd always say, that when we get grown, we're going to get us a washer and dryer in our house, because we grew up poor. But when you're poor and you're growing up poor, you don't know you're poor. We didn't know we were poor until we got old enough to know the difference, and we're like, hey, wait a minute, I think we might be poor. And guess what? We were so happy, you wouldn't know it. I mean, when you're kids, you just care about just loving on your family, enjoying your friends and family, and just playing. And back in the day, I mean, that made you happy, and you were rich in spirit, rich in life, rich in love. You didn't know that you didn't have material things. We grew up in a small town, so pretty much all of our neighbors we're all in the same boat. So nobody knew that we were poor growing up, because our next door neighbor had the same thing that we did. But anyway, that's for a different story. But since we had the washer and dryer, since we had our rig, our washer, our washing machine broke. But that's a whole different story. That's because they bolted it in, they put it in before we got it, but the whole thing tipped over and the dryer crushed the washer, and we had to get it replaced. But a whole nother story for another time. Remind me if I forget to one day tell you that story. But I don't want to be that person that's like, oh, every time I get on this camera, I'm telling you about a problem. But that's RV life. You're going to have problems, but you roll with them. You roll with the punches. It's just RV life. It's part of it. And I think by telling you some of the issues that I have, hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes, or from some of the issues, even if it wasn't my mistake, I should say, from our issues, and maybe prepare yourself or look at what could have been done differently. So maybe my story helps somebody. I don't know. But comment below if you ever had a problem with your RV battery, or what type of battery you have, and how it helps you, or what you would have done differently had you known when you initially bought your rig. So again, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all, and thank all my non-family member subscribers for subscribing. I love that. I love you. Appreciate y'all. All right, like and subscribe, and we'll speak soon. Love you.